So this place did not load in correctly. Fancy that. That's just kind of weird. Alright, we're here at the Delta Island dock to go up to the tower and plug in the test override module, which they didn't really show making it or the components for it, just because by the time you get to where you need to build it, you have access to all the resources. I mean, it's not that hard to make, it's just some, lithium, silver, titanium, stuff like that. There's no components of it that are, hard to get. But yeah, I've got to go put the override module on that boy up there. Maybe then Marguerite will love us. I'm completely going the wrong way or a roundabout way over here. Yeah, I'm going like a roundabout way. Alright, up the tower! Do 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 do. As the sky turns red, fire rained down upon us. And thus came the new enemy. It wasn't Altera, it was Zalterra. Connect override module. My God, for universal ports.
Now back to the terminal.
Enter test mode.
Do it. Please work. Yes. Satellite is down.
So does not know what the hell it wants to do now.
Yes. That was most resourceful.
Test override mode, the dish just kind of goes zany. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing, when in an actual test like whatnot you would expect it to. Hey, Marguerite.
Alright, Altera. You win this round. Come find me at my greenhouse. I'm about 1 kilometer east of your position up on an iceberg. I have a present for you.
I'll come by if I have time.
Sure, whatever. If you have time for me in your busy social calendar.
I have a present for you. It's called Gruesome Death. Still call me Altera, though. I'm not Altera. Xeno works as an independent company that was bought by Altera. It's not Altera. It's only owned and told what to do by Altera. Oh, wait, I mean, this might be a source of some of our issues. Alright, now we head off to meet with Marguerite. Take a slightly roundabout way just because I don't want to drive into Chelicerath, even though I have ways of dealing with the little turd. Yeah, her greenhouse is basically east. It's in the Arctic iceberg zone. Basically in that zone where I went through the first time to go, spawn avoid Chelicerath. Glow whale! Man, those things are pretty in the dark. And now it's turning light. Here's where, like, the whole iceberg Arctic area is. I forget the specific name. I'm gonna check. It's the East Arctic. Well, that suck they put like a Chelicerath in this area. Looking for bloody area, and then you have one of them just following you around. Yep, there it is. There's also a artifact of sorts nearby. I think this is where the artifact is. Well, not like an artifact, but it's like a crash probe. I did not know you guys came up on frickin' land. That's a surprising development.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
It was dangerous weather approaching on this planet.
With this artifact, I am again able to trace the imprint of my people. They survived for a time, but then their presence becomes faint.
Yeah, this guy. At night, this is easier to find unless they change it because it blinks green. Satellite.
Technology acquired.
That's where the ion battery comes from. This artifact here. Nice. Got to build some of those so the sea truck can basically just go and go and go. But yeah, this is like south of, I mean, let me get my bearings. Because basically Marguerite's greenhouse is right there. So we're basically northwest of her greenhouse. Ow. Basically. You can see it from here, so you know, it's not exactly hidden. Okay, filter feeder, I need to get around you. To find a proper place to land. Okay, it's not right there. Okay, we'll go under you. We're going under you, Glowware. We're going under. This is where I docked last time, I believe. Is that just the soundtrack? That's this kind of mean. Putting those kind of sounds to freak you out in the soundtrack. Hey, doggy.
The satellite hasn't passed by in a while. I guess that was your doing.
Sam's not the only one in the family who knew what to do with vague directions in old wire.
She was an original, that sister of yours. First time I met her, I was sure she was Altera through and through. Not a crease in her uniform. Sending those damn bird bots to spy everywhere. Then, she surprised me. Maybe a little too much.
Meaning?
If you really want to know, there's a PDA on the bench that can point you in the right direction. You need anything else? Don't bother me. But you can help yourself with the greenhouse. Least I can do to repay you for getting those spine pests off my back.
I'll take all your food, marble melons, and all PDA.
All right, Marge, old girl. We hate this greenhouse. So here are some pointers to remember so we never have to do the worst parts again. Too bad you can't fight malnutrition by hunting it down and killing it. So, first thing, insulation. First few nights the soil was rock solid. Ended up having to insulate the damn place with dehydrated kelp. Adding a thermal mass helped too. Heat from barrels of water. Probably should have just eaten the damned kelp. But nope, my body was craving a salad. Wish I was just made of exosuit. Next, grow lights were a must-have. Gotta admit, I felt pretty proud of my first full crop of lettuce. Fed half of it to Preston. That snowstalker will eat practically anything. Always spits half of it out, though. Another thing we have in common. The slobbery green mess makes good compost.
Hey, Preston. How you doing, Preston? Preston can apparently swim pretty damn well if he gets from her base up here.
I've already synthesized an antidote and stashed it in a cave. I can go grab it and...
That's your plan?
You don't think it'll work?
You're thinking too small. Like maybe if you're polite enough about destroying the bacteria, Altera will come around and see it your way. But do you believe in yourself or not?
I think so.
You think so? Come on. Is the bacteria a threat, or isn't it?
It is.
Does it need to be dealt with or not?
It does.
So who's right on this?
I am?
Say it like you mean it.
I am.
I said like you mean it, not like you're testifying before a rigged transgov court.
I am.
Great. Then what you gotta do is seal off the whole cave. I've got just the stuff. Made it for fishing, but it blew the whole ice shelf halfway to deep space. Vaporized all the fish.
Okay.
And you gotta hit the lab too, or there's just no point. Actually, you know what? Let me take care of that one. It'll be fun.
Okay, so Sam did end up using explosives, but Marguerite kind of put the idea in her head. Because yeah, last time I played, these kind of conversations, they just weren't all implemented and such yet. Here they are, I quickly forgot. I mean, Marguerite, you can't really blame Marguerite in the sense of, like, Marguerite didn't tell her to do it. This Marguerite wasn't exactly probably the best influence in that direction. Because, I mean, if you think about it, if you destroy the bacteria, then there's just no real point to Altera continuing, because they can't continue the research. Well, I mean, you would have to... I mean, Margaret has a point. You would have to destroy the lab in order to guarantee that all the other samples they might have were gone. And was that she talking about Omega Lab? I'm pretty certain that's the lab she's talking about. Let's just go make sure, ain't nothing, say there, can't talk to, oh, you can scan Marguerite.
You can look all you want. There's more to Marguerite than any damn fangled gadget can see.
Alright, last thing we'll go take a look at is Omega Base. Which should be... Or let's go north a little bit. So I did see the lily pads. Where we get to the lily pads, then we'll be good. Alright, there's lily pads. There's a dipshit shark. Don't remember precisely where Omega is. Other than it's in the lily pad zone and it's in kind of a mountain kind of thing. Or floating mountain, one of the two. But yeah, I'm not sure how these lily pads work in an Arctic environment. I would think that they would not like the cold. Heading down south yonder. When I say it's in the kind of mountain thing, it's like a big enough mountain that you can drive the sea truck into. There's also a squid shark hanging out there. At least there was the last time I was in that area. Oh, let's go take a look. I just went through that one. Oh, you son of a sacker monkey. Okay, yeah, this is it. I just kind of went way above it. We'll detach to make things easier. Yeah, I just went like zooming through the thing above it and whatnot, but this is Omega. Tell by the Omega symbol there. I'm not seeing a squid shark down here this time. I mean, it's possible last time I was here, just enough time in the game passed that a squid shark had managed to accidentally swim in here. I mean, that would account for where I've seen squid sharks in certain places while not in others. But yeah, this place got demolished. It's frickin' sunk. Swim charge fins. Damn.
We've studied the first Kara bacteria samples from the specimen. Results are promising. We were able to stimulate rapid multiplication of cells in a controlled environment, resulting in the creation of several different mutations with potentially useful applications. Think of the possibilities. Life-saving treatments, genetic research. It could be a window to understand the evolution of life on this planet. The findings could move us forward by years. We recommend a wider study, using samples collected from a greater variety of sites around the original pustules. We trust you will provide the necessary security to do so. The Leviathan site must be protected.
I mean, I personally don't think it's worth it. Just because we're talking about a bacteria that ended up wiping out an alien race, or pretty much nearly wiping them out. Then again, you know, we have information that the characters here don't from the first game. So they might have been together. Briefly, and then they kind of broke up due to differences in opinion of how things should go. Focus the task revolution. Get ready for monotasking. Yeah, it's basically just something about monotasking versus multitasking. Which, is kind of an understandable thing, just because, from what I've read too, humans can't actually multitask. What we're doing when we multitask is basically just having our mind switch tracks between one task to the other, back and forth, back and forth. We're not doing them in parallel. But, you know, still, we attempt to do it anyway.
Investigation notes. Omega Lab was first breached by heavy impact, perhaps from a sea track modified with some sort of battering implement. A localized explosive charge was then released and detonated from a distance. Lab equipment was damaged to the point of inoperability, and all live specimens were destroyed. No personnel was injured. Samples have been collected for analysis to determine whether any bacteria escaped. It is, however, unlikely. The heat of the charge should have boiled everything within a 10-meter radius.
So yeah, Marguerite basically took precautions to make sure she wasn't gonna accidentally release the bacteria, but was gonna make sure it died.
Danny's not here, I'm afraid.
That's okay. It's you I wanted to see. What's that you're working on?
Just a sketch for a piece I want to make. I'm slacking off. Don't tell the boss lady.
I won't. It's beautiful. What is it?
I'm doing a series inspired by bacteria. Mutant beauty. Life, death, risk. You know, that kind of thing.
What's this one? It looks like Harab, but Vin, is this a mutation?
It's just an art project.
You know you're doing that thing with your neck, like when you're trying to bluff an alien intruder.
Right, fine. Fine. I'm bad at lying.
Are you mutating Kara bacterium from the frozen Leviathan? Here? In this lab?
Please, don't ask me any more questions.
I don't think I need to.
Yeah, well, it does seem like they were trying to do good things with Kara in terms of what Daniel's report is on the properties of it healing and whatnot. It's just one of those scary-ass, dangerous things to where it's like, no, you just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Alright, now we head off, but yeah, I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to be direction-wise in that part of the bit story, you know? Man, I know I need to start getting Alan's body. Body. Either way, that's gonna be the end of this one. We got the shut down the satellite, went to talk to Marguerite at the greenhouse, and then came over and took a look at the Omega Lab and found it was blown to bits. But I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, then leave a comment, a like, subscribe. You know, any of those things would help, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.